Okay, so UnoPolak and FallenElf here from DotaNoobs.com back for game number 2 of Cookie's Investigation Police (CIP) versus Sober Pandas. Uno, are we both at 1 minute 7 seconds?
We are indeed.
All right, so gonna hit play in 3, 2, 1. And we got the bands coming out, and just like last game, first band PL.
Really don't like them. So far, the same bands. I believe CIP banned Mag and Coddle, so let's see if Coddle also gets the ban hammer this time around.
And pretty standard bands too.
Yeah, I don't know about the Magnus anymore, to be honest with you.
True.
People seem to be tossing him out there, but he's nowhere near as strong as he was when Skiro was the same range at all levels.
Right.
It was a pretty large nerf for his off-lane presence.
Oh, for sure. And we got the Coddle, man.
Yeah, so same bands as last time, same pick, first pick. Actually, Sober Panda shouldn't have gotten the first pick this time around.
True.
I guess.
Should have been switched up.
That's a little odd. Okay.
This is what happens when games have to be rescheduled. We don't have someone from our group, from the admins, monitoring it. Got the Wisp pick up again by CIP.
The Wisp Lifestealer this time around, alright. Lifestealer definitely very favorable right now in the pro scene again. And you can kind of understand why. He has that kind of free BKB in his rage.
It basically gives him an extra free item.
Yeah.
You know, 6 seconds of rage. And the great thing about Wisp Lifestealer, it essentially lets you teleport up to 3 people with Wisp.
That is true.
CK picked up by Sober Pandas. It's interesting.
See who they decide to... Okay, Disruptor again. Alright, well, stick to what you're good at, I guess. So I'm guessing that this is their tri-lane right here for the Radiant side, the Undying Chaos Knight Disruptor. It's not the strongest tri-lane, especially at level 1, but it will scale fairly well into the mid-game.
Once they hit level 3 is when this tri-lane's going to shine. The Chaos Bolt does a lot more damage. You know, it's 225. Disruptor is probably going to put 2 points in Thunderstrike with those points in Decay.
If the opponent tri-lane... Now, it depends on how CIP tries to do this. Wisp is not great in tri-lane. Very squishy early on. But Lifestealer is fairly good in tri-lane, so we'll see. Again, looking at the gyro mid, I'm guessing. Probably the Lifestealer farming the safe lane. So very little attention being played to those solos by Sober Pandas. A very similar draft to what they did last time.
But also keep in mind, Sober Pandas did not do a tri-lane last time.
It's true, they did end up doing a 2-1-2.
So we could be seeing, you know, Disruptor CK, and then Undying someone else. Banning out the Enigma again. They don't want to give that team fight.
Again, I'm a bit surprised by it. I mean, they do have quite a face to deal with it currently, so...
Especially because CIP has made no attempt to ban, in the last game as well, any abilities that go through BKB. You know, usually if you're gaming up to pick an Enigma, you're going to want to pick a Beastmaster, a Vengeful Spirit, someone that can go through that BKB of the Enigma to disrupt him. No, didn't even go for it last game. Not looking like they're going to go for it this game.
Now CIP does appear to be looking at that mid lane with this quad ban. I think they want to give Gyro a bit of an easier time and try and survive that mid lane and farm up pretty well. We'll see if they actually go so far as to actually ban the Viper, though. I wonder.
That would be an interesting ban.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
I'm very curious to see what Sober Pandas is going to go with here, what their bans are going to be.
I believe last time they focused just... Let's see, they did the Enigma first, and then I think they started targeting the offlane. Am I right there?
Yeah. I really think... I'm actually more curious what their last 2 picks are. They really need something to go through that rage. Banning the Silencer... an interesting ban because I think he would actually fit their lineup. Not CIP, Sober Pandas lineup. Silencing that Lifestealer. He doesn't have a huge mana pool using Curse of the Silent, that disable, the global silence, you know, being able to initiate while he's silent so he can't go into rage, can't use open wounds. It's a great ability, and then if you can couple that with the Static Storm from Disruptor, you're going to be able to take him out before he gets an ability off.
That definitely is some interesting theory crafting, yeah. It's the one problem with the Silencer is, of course, his kind of standard
10
nuke
seconds remaining.
does absolutely nothing because he can pop rage
Radiant
to,
team banned.
you know, like, what is it? When you cast a spell, you get silenced. If he pops rage, I don't think he gets silenced. So that one's going to be a little less.
I meant the
against
ultimate.
him. Yeah, the ultimate, but again, the ultimate
And then,
fairly
I mean,
on cooldown.
even if you go Curse of the Silent, if you do the Curse build, he's not going to have any mana to pop Rage. And it
That's
costs
a fair point.
75 mana each time he pops it.
That is a fair point, but he does have a wisp, so if the wisp,
does have the wisp.
is there giving him, you know, that extra mana regen, etc. It could be interesting.
If anybody hears me chewing, I like kind of apologize, but I also haven't eaten in like
seconds remaining.
16 hours, so I'm very hungry.
Days. Again, the Death Prophet ban, I don't know if Death Prophet is that much stronger against Gyro mid. Maybe. But again, the AoE silence actually would be quite good against the Lifestealer, so maybe that's what they're thinking along the lines of. The Nyx ban, very smart. And the Bat ban. So yeah, I think CIP is really trying to give Gyro an easier time mid, but you know, none of those three heroes were there last time. It was Viper that was giving Gyro.
We still have TA
So
mid.
we'll see.
We still have TA in the pool. We still have the Viper that crushed the Gyro mid last time. We still got a lot in the pool.
And Shadow Shaman again. So this is looking very similar right now to Sober Panda's last lineup.
And a Rubik pick. Lots of good steals for Rubik spells for Rubik to steal.
Yeah, very true. Last pick per, let's see it.
I really have no idea how they're going to lane this. Well, I do. I
Really,
think they're
I think
CK Shadow Shaman and then
looking at
Undying
this, I
Disruptor. They're
think
going to do
Sober
dual
Pandas
lanes.
has to go 2-1-2 because they don't really have. I mean, I guess they could tri-lane with the first three and then put Shadow Shaman mid and then a strong, but it's
It's really, I don't think that's going to work well.
yeah.
Reserve time.
They could put Undying solo off lane or just even to solo against whatever CIP wants to throw at him. Anti-mage, so I think it is going to be a 2-1-2. They're going to be wanting to get farm on both the chaos. Although actually, Anti-mage can, if pulled regen, you can get that early poor man shield and pull regen. He can actually stay on lane against a solo.
I don't agree with this pick at all.
You don't like the AM pick?
I don't like this pick in the slightest with their lineup.
It
So-
does give them that much strong lit push, but
Gives them push. They now have 3 melee heroes,
5 seconds remaining.
2 of which are extremely farm dependent. They have the Undying. They're going to have to put the Undying mid.
mid.
Well, how else are you going to lane this?
I think you take I think the only way to lane it actually is take Undying KS Knight +1, pull regen to Anti-Mage and have him on the solo safe lane, take the aggressive tri-lane and leave either the Disruptor or Shadow Shaman mid.
I'm thinking you put the Undying solo safe lane, Suicide lane, excuse me, Chaos Knight and Disruptor, and do Shadow Shaman Anti-Mage mid or something like that. You have to do you know, a 2-2-1 or a 1-2-2, something like that. I don't like this. I just don't like this lineup. It doesn't sync together well.
Well, we'll see how they end up laning it. And see,
And a Luna.
is the last pick, so that they again have the kind of the stronger late game. They have 3 potential carries, semi-carries, whereas Silver Pandas only has 2. Anti-Mage, he can farm really fast if he gets that early Battle Fury. So we'll see how both of these teams.
I just don't see the synergy on the Dire.
On the Dire.
That's the spirit.
You were
Radiant.
saying Radiant.
Radiant.
It's it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see how they go. So I'll go ahead and introduce Dire again. We have Loldor on the Lifestealer. We have Hypnotoad on the probably solo mid Gyrocopter. We have Quacky going top on the Luna. V again on the Wisp, and Sipnikok on the Rubik. Now, Sipnikok did go mid last time, so it might be a mid Rubik this time around.
Alright, I will introduce the Radiant. Deshi Basara on the CK. Your mother's friend Alan on the Undying. Looks like CK and Undying are both heading bot. 6 skills GG on the Disruptor. Heading mid. We have Kamikaze Bread and Drunkle Frank on the Shadow Shaman. I was asked to correct the pronunciation of Drunkle Frank.
My bad.
Drunkle
Not
Frank?
Drunk Frankie. Not
30
Drunk
seconds to
Frankie.
go.
I actually don't mind. I'll just call him Drunk.
Yeah, that's all good. So it actually looks like they're going to be doing the 2-on-2 again, but they're going to be putting farm-dependent hero in that off-lane position. I don't know. I really don't know.
I don't know what they're
Actually,
looking for.
Well, if they are predicting this lane, a solo lane, they're actually going to win that lane. So
Yes.
I think they can do well against that. Mid, we're having the Disruptor probably going up against the Gyrocopter. I'd give the edge to Gyro, but we'll see.
I'd give the edge to Disruptor there.
And then we're going to have the tri-lane of Rubik Wisp and Lifestealer going bot against the
It's a decently
Undying
strong tri-lane. There's not a
CK.
lot of burst, but you know, the Undying CK, they should be able to take. They're both relatively tanky, but I think they should be able to actually take them down.
Yeah, we'll see how it
See what
plays
happens.
out.
Top lane should be 100% in the anti-mage's favor.
It should be, so we'll see how it plays out.
Shadow Shaman opting to go Ether Shock first. Not really opting for the Shackles or the Hex. We got an engagement. Oh, no engagement bot. A lot of harass coming out on the CK. Did not opt for that Stout Shield. Going to take a lot of damage.
Yeah,
We do
the
have...
Undying did, which is actually surprising. I think he was thinking, oh, did get a one person decay. He should. I mean, this is where Undying strength and tri-lanes is. You can get those multiple person decays off and just it's.
We got to lift up.
understandable.
Open wounds is going to be first blood here. No problem.
That's a first blood.
Got to get
Yeah.
the end. And he gets away. I'm going to pop that salve. He's going to be fine.
Diplomacy.
Yeah, it's looking strong. So they are doing this tri-lane correctly. This is what you want as an offensive tri-lane. You want to get those kills.
And not only did they get that first blood, they also forced the CK to waste some money right away, getting a TP back out there.
Yeah, I mean, one of the reasons it's so important for a tri-lane getting these kills, or to be pulling if they're on the safe lane, is that experience gets distributed equally, but it gets rounded down. So actually, if you have 3 heroes on a lane, losing out experience overall.
Very, very good point. And now this entire wave is pushing, and CK can't get up there to farm. He's just gonna. This lane is lost for him.
Yeah. Now, if we do look top lane, Luna is sitting at 0 for 1 right now, so she is completely being shut down. AM has 5
for
so
1.
he's not farming the best, but I mean he's definitely doing better. So this is.
And he missed a deny and missed a last hit there.
Missing talk.
This
Mid lane. Oh, we do have Gyro.
little bit of an
on
engagement.
the Disruptor, pretty strong here.
and the Disruptor's doing a good build here against the Gyrocopter. That glimpse is going to save his life when he pops Rocket Barrage.
It absolutely is. It does look like Gyro has the slight advantage here. It's right now 6 or 0 versus for 2.
Let's look at the Disruptor's items. He went with a Ring of Regen first. This is one of the worst items you can buy first. I'm assuming he's going to be building it into a mech, but the Ring of Regen gives you +2 health regen. It's really kind of useless. I would have loved to see a couple of more GG branches. Give him a little more HP, a little more damage. He only has 1. Curious to see if he's going to grab a quick bottle. I personally really do like bottle on Disruptor mid. It lets him get some of these really good ganks off.
Now we do have the Gyro picking up the Illusion Room bot. Let's see if he heads back. He's just going back mid, so false alarm. Nothing exciting to see.
We got the CK actually getting some last hits. He's 3 for 0 against a 13 for 2 Lifestealer.
Yeah, this offensive tri-lane is really paying off for the Gyro.
And Deshi really needs that Stout Shield. The harass from Wisp and Rubik is just really going to start hurting. And Undying is just going to start stacking and pulling. Not for long, though. Got a great ward there.
Yeah, and the problem with this right now is actually, if you're stacking and pulling as a dual lane, you're leaving your carry completely.
We got a
like, he's
TP
gonna
bot.
use your tower.
So they're going to
They
leave
might-
Anti-Mage with
okay.
against Luna. So let's take a look at Anti-Mage's items, unless we have an engagement going on bot. And we might have a small engagement. Great decay on all heroes. Great. Oh, this is going to be a 3-way kill here.
It is.
Wisp
looking
is
pretty
going to go down to
good.
the Shadow Shaman, and if they are able to take off the Rubik, this is going to be fantastic. Great TP by Drunkle Frank. Rubik eating through the trees, and Undying
Oh,
was just waiting
nice.
for him. Deshi has enough for
Well,
Reality
it's
Rift,
impressive.
and Shackles is going to be enough to get the kill. Let's look top. Really great play by the Shadow Shaman in the tri-lane there. Nice recovery. Let's look at the Anti-Mage's item build right now. He went Boots first, and he built a full Magic Wand against a solo hero. Luna's not necessarily going to be spamming out abilities. This wand isn't going to really pay off. Personally, when I play Anti-Mage, he's going to go down there.
Well, and the problem here is that, you know, it's all well and good to leave an Anti-Mage once he has a significant level and farm advantage. He only had
Or
farm
just
advantage. He
a
was
Ring of
2
Health.
levels behind against that Luna, and that's just not a position. Granted, they did get the kills, but the AM should have known that he could just not stand against that.
And again, this comes into play his item build. Magic Wand is 500. Boots are 450. He could have had a Ring of Health there. Ring of Health is a much better item than both of these. Would have allowed him for the quick Battle Fury. AM has pretty fast movement speed. I believe it's 315. Flat movement speed. That's not bad. Luna's at 325, only a little faster than him. Or 320, I'm not sure. Oh, we got another kill bottom. Rubik takes down the CK. Or Rubik takes down Shadow Shaman.
Yeah, I don't know if it's just going to end there. It does look like they will.
It looks like they're going to get away. No, Wisp's overstaying his welcome a bit. Not sure he could bring him. Reality Rift would kill him. Could kill him with a Reality Rift and a Decay. Like I said, Anti-Mage doesn't necessarily need these boots. He has Blink, he has fast movement speed, and the wand not really going to pay off here. Could have just kept it at a Magic Stick if he was really worried, but it doesn't even need that. He could have had a Ring of Health by now.
Well, and Quacky's doing a great job trying to deny some of that XP and farm to the Anti-Mage by
And he
getting
has
pulls on her own.
He has Eclipse up. If he jumps in and Eclipses, Anti-Mage is dead. Oh, Disruptor gets a kill on the Gyrocopter mid. Missing kills left and right because I'm trying to pay attention to this tri-lane. And I caught the Anti-Mage's death top. I just didn't think it was going to actually happen. Anti-Mage blinks aggressively onto Luna. If she pops this Eclipse, he's dead. He's going to die anyway. 3, 2... No, he's going to get away. Forced to pop that salve. Anti-Mage playing really aggressively when he really can't.
And you're right about this Disruptor. It is a mech rush, even before boots.
Which don't really agree with. I think a bottle would be very useful on Disruptor. They're going to go for the Luna kill. I don't know that they can kill her.
No, with the Static Storm, it could work
He doesn't
out,
have
but
enough.
we'll see.
He does not have enough mana for the combo. Does not choose to use the kinetic field. Animate's going to blink ahead. Eclipse is popped. Animate's going to go down here. And Quacky's going to walk away with 25 HP.
Well, what do you do?
Bit of a failed gank there, and another death on their hard carry, who's now 19 for 5 with 2 deaths to his name. Luna has 2 kills with 21 last hit, so she has effectively caught up and is out-leveling him quite a bit.
And she's making the smart item choice here, going Tranquil. She knows that she has been harassed in that lane, and this is just going to give her that much more strength in that lane. One thing that should be noted is that all of the dire warding right now is on that bot. They are not... I think they're just trying to, you know, apply pressure there, keep the focus there, and that's going to give them that safety for Luna. But I don't know if that's
We
gonna
do have
work out.
35
They probably
last
wanna get
hits.
some protection for her.
But it's working. They do have 35 hits up on the Lifestealer, only 10 on the CK. He brought out 2 salves because he's so nervous about his HP going down. You know, spamming the decays is great, but if you don't have anything to follow it up with, it's not really a point to it.
Well, they do have the 2 in Ether Shock, so if they're coordinating that, that is actually a lot of damage going in. But
It's 3 in Ether Shock now. It's a decent amount of damage, but they can't get close to him.
and 2 in Shackle, I actually don't agree with that. 1 in Shackle, 1 into Hex is probably the better way to go.
Hex would definitely be a good ability. It's an instant cast as well. There's no cast animation. It's just an instant cast ability. Luna's going for a quick Manta style. She's got the Yasha up. Or the, Band of Elven skin up. So she's going to be building that into a Yasha. Not sure what... The Anti-Mage went mid against the Gyrocopter. This is not an ideal lineup for the Anti-Mage. He's going to take a lot of harass. The Rocket Barrage is going to hurt a lot. Flat Cannon's going to hurt a lot. And this is what I meant by synergy. There's really no place for the Anti-Mage to farm.
No, I mean it is currently better than bot lane, right? He would be getting absolutely nothing, I think, bot, but and actually, you know, the gyro is leaving to do these ganks, to do these roams, so maybe mid is the best place for him right now.
Picked up a stout shield. He's just buying. The thing is when you play hard carry, one of the things you really have to think about is money management. Where's my money best? Where's my gold best spent? Is his gold best spent with the boots and wand, or would he be better off, you know, trying to rush that battle fury so he could flash farm?
Looks like we might have an engagement.
Bit of an engagement bot. Lifestealer's coming in. Tombstone's popped. Open wounds on the Undying. Rupert goes down right away. Undying goes down. We do not have open wounds up, so he's just going to run away. TP in from the Disruptor. Takes out the Wisp. Laldor's running. He has Rage up in 1 second. Deshi's not going to have enough for a stun. I think they should still be able to get him here.
It does look so.
He's going to go down. So again, you know, 3 for 1. Great play, but they had 4 heroes down here. The Luna is still just top free farming. You're 10 minutes in, 32 for 5 with 2 kills is not a bad farm rate.
And when she does join, I mean, she has 4 levels into that Lunar Blessing right now. That's going to really...
Anti-Mage missing, cannot be missing those last hits under tower like that. Luna's pressuring the tower top. Not really much they can do about this because they seem very concerned about this Lifestealer bot, and at the end of the day, he's just kind of a distraction. Anti-Mage gets an Invisory, but this really means nothing on Anti-Mage. He doesn't really have any burst damage that's going to do anything of value. He should not be engaging on this Gyrocopter. Gyro can easily kill him. He's just running around Invis, not getting last hits. This is a mistake. This is just a misplay.
It does look like the Stealer is going for that fast boots, has that Bassy Ring. The Bassy Ring is actually incredibly strong when you do have a Wisp on your side, because you will be getting that double Bassy regen on someone.
I just want to point out that mid lane, Anti-Mage is still running around invisible, not doing anything. There we go. He just broke it. He missed out on an entire creeps wave of last hits. This is what I mean by money management.
Radiant's top tower is taking hits.
Gyrocopter running back to base with 12k HP. Luna's just slowly taking out this tower. No points into glaives
they are
yet.
trading bot, but I mean it's you know, they're using Shadow Shaman's ult for this, whereas Luna's just...
They want to keep going. No, they don't. They're going to back off. TP top from Anti-Mage. Or Anti-Mage walk top. He has 1200 gold. Really needs to start buying his items. Until he gets that Battle Fury, he is useless. He could go for something that I used to see when I was a little newer, the Battle Anti-Mage build, where you'd get a Vanguard and a Vlad's and just try to survive in the mid-game. I don't think that's what they need here. That's why you have the CK. He's the mid-game carry. You should never have the CK and Anti-Mage TPing to the same lane together. They're going to split farm. They both need lots of farm.
Ganking, which it does look like they might be
looks like they're trying. But again, I don't know that they can actually do it. Without a 4-second stun, I don't know if they can kill the Luna.
Well, they do have the Shadow Shamaning up with how many points in Shackle now? Still just 2 in Shackle.
And he reveals that he's there. Better idea would have been for him to run over there and just wait.
Well, all 5 now from Radiant are heading...
They want to kill this Luna. They want to get this tower. Luna does have Yasha done.
5v4, so...
She's just going to run away.
Fire is responding.
This is a lot of resources to commit. Why? The Anti-Mage could be back mid-farming. He's getting nothing from this. Does pick up his Ring of Health. Curious if he's going to go the Vanguard Vlad's or if he's going to go that traditional Battle Fury build.
Luna's Yasha is complete. Not on her yet, but it is complete.
And now they're just letting the Lifestealer farm. This is the mistake that teams make when you have 2 carries like Luna and Lifestealer is they group as 5 because they realize that they're strongest when they're 5. They start pushing 4-on-5. They win a couple of team fights and they say, wow, we won team fights, we're winning the game. But then you have a hero like Lifestealer free farming the bot lane. He has 61 last hits at 13 minutes.
They do have the Shadow Shaman ult up, so I think this is what they were waiting for. They are going to go and push now.
And a huge ultimate from Gyro hits all of them. Undying's going to go down. The Lifestealer's TPing top. They do get the tower, which is great. Unfortunate ultimate by the Anti-Mage. Might still be... And they do take out the... So 3 for 2. Not the greatest. Feeding more kills to the...
Well,
3 for 3.
and it was the AM and the CK that were going down.
Right. And
They
I
did
did.
get a lifestealer.
So they got a tower and 3 kills, but both their carries died. Not really the kind of engagement you want. And you gave Luna 2 more kills, I believe. Yeah, 3-0 and 1 with 60 last hits.
So Wisp is currently sitting on 700. I wonder if it's going to be the Arcanes coming up.
I would imagine it would be the Arcanes. I would even say Treads. With a pause, I am
Wisp?
going to... Yeah, for that little HP, he doesn't really need that much mana. I'm going to eat something for a second, so I'm going to mute myself.
No, I think the power of the Arcanes on the Wisp is not so much that Wisp needs the mana, but that Wisp can give double mana to someone else.
I do agree with you on the Arcanes, the double Arcanes. There's really no one on his team who needs that much mana.
All right.
Rubik does spam quite a bit.
Wisp TP's back in, and he's going to die to creeps. They're going to give another kill to Luna.
Hungry and over?
And Luna's starting to hit very hard with that Yasha up. Here she's going to build a Helm of the Dominator or a BKB first. Or if she's going to finish up that Manta style. I'm not really sure. Personally, I really think she needs that BKB.
I think the BKB actually is a good call here. I mean, it's a lot of magic damage coming, especially during the mid game from this Radiant team, and
The Radiant got one.
We're going to be able to tell in a second. She has enough for her ultimate orb. We're going to see what she does. I do, like I said, like we've been saying, I do think the BKB is the better option here, though. And she's going to go for the Manta. She just bought up the ultimate orb.
I am confused about what the AM is currently going at, because the gloves of haste, which if you are going for treads as a long item, you're supposed to get the gloves, the belt first.
15 attack
Little
speed, not that great.
No.
And I think that's what he's
Especially
doing.
if you're free farming a lane, right? I mean, it's who cares?
He's saying, I need more attack speed, and with treads I'm going to get a little more survivability, so I am going to build treads.
It does look might be giving up on that Battle Fury, because this is basically the time you need that Battle Fury. Within the next 5 minutes, and he is not going to get it in the next 5 minutes, so it's not going to be worth it anymore. He just needs to start building into those other items. So, you know, going to treads, okay, that's fine. But again, wrong item first.
But what they're basically saying now, Anti-Mage is a useless hero until 45 minutes into the game.
More or less, yeah. I mean, it would be good to be
Killing the
you know,
CK.
there's a fill,
Luna
you know,
TP's
fight
mid. We got that ultimate off cooldown in 10 seconds. They're pushing these towers, but pushing towers isn't always the right answer. Great ultimate.
Well, the
Great call
gyro's
down.
again, so
Gyro's going to get out there. He's going to go down, though. Undying goes down because of the rage. And that's it. So 2 for 1 in a tower. A great trade for Silver Pandas. But the problem is they've pushed all their outer towers. Now, they've just given CIP more room to farm.
it depends on how well they control the lanes. If they do keep the lanes pushed, that does give AM a little bit more space to farm that jungle. If he does go the Vlads, farming the jungle is not going to be fast, but it is still viable.
It is viable. He does have his treads finished. I'm very curious what he's going to build. I just think that the Radiant kind of dug themselves into a corner here. The Anti-Mage wants to be aggressive, but he can't. We got to pull in on the Rubik, but Rubik lifts right away. Stun goes out. It's going to be a dead Rubik. Great play by Disruptor. CK's out of mana. He shouldn't be this deep in the jungle. He should just get out. And AM is going on Lifestealer. Rages to TP away.
No, it was a very smart idea.
Smart play.
They did have wards.
They did snipe the Dire Courier, though. Very nice.
They did have wards watching Tation over the top rune spot, so
Luna's pushing bot tower.
Lifestealer knew to get out.
Magic style completed on Luna 600 gold. She just has free farm. And this is dangerous. In about 5 minutes, Luna's going to be hitting ridiculously hard. You know, if you give someone free farm, 4 kills, 103 last hits before 20 minutes, you're going to be in a lot of trouble.
Indeed. Well, I mean, they do have that Shadow Shaman ult off cooldown, so it looks like they're currently pushing in want to take that top tower as a trade, but Luna, you know, she's going to push that bottom tower just as fast.
Manta's going to be up in 15 seconds. She can keep pushing with gloves and Manta. Or with glaives and Manta, I should say. Gyrocopter looks like he's trying to build 2 items at once, BKB and Phase Boots. They dropped the Shadow Shaman ultimate. It's not doing a ton of damage. I believe
And the
it's only level
tombstone
1.
well behind the tower. I mean, that's just 330 gold that is going to the lifestealer there.
Taking a lot of damage. Luna's still just batting away at this tower.
Yeah, and they're going down at about the same rate, except she's doing it alone.
So they do get the tower. No one went for the deny there for some reason. It was a very slow death. No one grabbed the deny. And
they did glyph bot.
they do
No one
fortify.
rotates. It's, okay, so who's this rotating?
Great shock.
Shadow Shaman?
He's going to get the deny.
Yeah, I should.
Great deny. He needs to run now, though, because Luna's going to kill him.
There he goes. Oh, no.
He's
Not
going to die.
clips for it.
And there it is.
No, they did use the Wisp TP for that. So the aim still hasn't got those treads out to him, and part of the reason is they don't appear to have a flying courier.
Wow.
20 minutes into the game. I don't know, it was the Dyer's courier that died, correct?
Yes. There we go. It's flying. He's still going for that Battle Fury.
Is he?
Yes, he is. Claymore's on the
No.
courier.
Claim. Oh well. Yeah. This is the wrong decision.
Absolutely. Still a good 2k away. You know. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens. But again, Sandy Mage is useless until 40 minutes now. 40, 45 minutes, even with the Battle Fury. He's not going to get it until 30 minutes. Armlet up on the CK. Gauntlet of Strength. Might be going for an urn. A little late for an urn, though, in my opinion.
He had the gauntlet from the very beginning of the game.
Oh, did he?
No, it could just be casual until he has to replace it.
Let's take a look at items on people. I haven't looked at that in a while. Okay, we got a Ring of Health up on... no real huge changes. Mech was finished by Disruptor. Looks like he might be building an armlet.
On who?
No, never mind. He's building a Veil. Sorry, Veil is going to be built on the Disruptor. Tranquil Boots on the Luna and the Wisp. The Phase Boots completed.
Yule's coming up on the Wisp, actually. That's not the item build I would have expected.
Dropped wards for the Rubik kill. Something I don't agree with. Could have used those wards to defend the tower. Anybody needs to blink away. He's being way too aggressive. Great Disruptor play. They're going to take down all 4.
Showing its power.
Tombstone, Kinetic Field, OP. They're going to get this Reality Rift. They should be able to kill this Wisp. Oh, he's going to just glimpse him back. Wisp, not much he can do here. He's going to go down. Team wipe for Sober Pandas.
Yeah, well.
Hey, Shane.
That's one way to turn it around.
And with that, I am going to take another bite of something.
Sound resumed.
So there's going to be that free mid bar on the back of that exchange. Dyer does have that, but doesn't look like they're going to use it for this.
Dyer couldn't hang on to that mid tower. Guess what's happening to Dyer's bottom?
Kind of silly for them not to use it, if you ask me. All the heroes were just about up. Could have used it. They were in no danger of pushing into tier 3.
The Dyer best do something about that bottom tower.
And CK has a Helm of the Dominator up.
Actually, I think Vlad's would have been the right option. Specifically because you mentioned in the draft, you know, they do have 3
melee heroes.
2 melee carries.
But a Satanic on a CK is a nice build.
It is.
It gives him plus 45 damage and plus 25 strength. Well, plus 45 damage because of that 25
So the
strength.
Gyro does have his phase boots complete.
I'm just worried about that Luna 1 death. She almost has that BKB. With that BKB, she wouldn't have died. CK is going to go down here.
And she's about to get another kill. Yeah.
Was just out of position. There's no reason to be farming their jungle. They don't have any wards. They have nothing. It was just silly.
Yep, they are. You know, the rest of Radiant is trying to push this bot tower, but
We got to pause because Rubik disconnected. Been a really interesting game so far. I think Sober Pandas had the ability to kind of steamroll. The Anti-Mage pick I don't agree with. He's literally done nothing this game. If they had another hero that actually could do something, I think they'd be kind of dominating right now. What do you think?
To be honest, I don't think the advantage was with the Dire on this one. They have very strong solos. They have a stronger late game, but all three of those carries do have a fairly good mid-game presence with the Eclipse, with the Rage, Infest, with the Call Down. So I don't know.
Absolutely. The Radiant seem to be big about trying to force towers, force team control.
Yeah, I think the one thing...
Laldor might go down here! Very aggressive from him. Luna's going to come in and clean up, though. Gyrocopter's going to go down. Shadow Shaman is down.
Undying does soul.
And they want to take this Luna down. She does not have BKB yet. She's still going to be able to take down the Undying. The Radiant just overstaying their welcome. If they had just run, they would have gotten away just fine.
To be honest, I thought it was actually an incredible play by the Wisp. The Wisp did save his life there, so...
For sure, great play by the
Wisp.
Wisp.
AM picking up the Battle Fury, so it's a 24-minute Battle Fury.
Not the worst thing.
Fast, but
not the worst I've seen.
if Dire does give it room, it will escalate.
But again, look at the other items he has. He has Treads, he has Wand. Without those, he would have had this 4 or 5 minutes ago.
But he was taking part of those engagements. Not this past one, but the ones before it, so who knows if he would have been alive.
Fair point.
So we do have an Invis K roaming mid right now. I don't think he knows that the Wisp is there yet. He's just going to try and go on the Rubik. He should be able to see the Wisp.
Smart kill would be to come down and take out this Gyrocopter. They have no vision on enough. The Radiant, for playing so aggressive, have very defensive wards.
It is true. I think they might have been... Those actually... Well, the bottom one was just put up, so I think they're right now trying to give as much space for that aim as possible. They're trying to protect him.
Which makes sense.
It is the right decision.
CK gets engaged upon. Oh! Needs to glimpse back that, No, he's going to be fine. No, he's not! Wisp TP's in, alone!
By self. Yeah, this is the problem.
Glimpsed back.
I have not
They just need to run. Armlet toggle on the CK. He needs to turn around. I don't know why he's fighting this. Gyro goes down. That was a mistake to turn around and fight there. The Gyro would have gone down without him. Now we have the Lifestealer running away. Connect Field's not going to catch anybody. Great Ether Shock. I really do like the new Ether Shock sound. If he hadn't canceled that Shackles, still he's going to go down.
Yeah, I think the real weakness right now on the Dire team is this Wisp. The Wisp TPs have just not been excellent. They're not being utilized in a very good fashion. Other than that, I think the heroes are playing quite well. And Wisp is a very difficult hero to play with.
Yes,
so.
he is. He's a frustrating hero to play well.
So we have the drums, Bassi, and the Maelstrom done on the Lifestealer here.
Okay.
And I was wrong, it's a double Bassi ring, so the Wisp did pick up the Bassi ring instead of going for the Yule. Quite sure what's going on
They
there.
do not stack.
No, they don't.
We got the creep wave pushing in. No one's farming up mid. Just letting the creep wave go all the way up, and Hypnotoad saying, you know what, guys, I got this. I got flat cannon. Plus no damage.
I like farm too.
This is a mistake. Having these two carries farm the same lane. Bit of a mistake. And CK,
Yeah.
CK again, a little bit in no man's land. They do have some decent vision, but there's no need for him to be farming up in the enemy jungle when there are lanes pushing in bot. The Dire's coming in. They want this CK. Oh, CK engages on the Lifestealer. Might be able to bring him down. Not sure if that's going to happen. Oh, nice trap. Not using the wards to focus him, though. Bit of a mistake. They're going to take... Oh, they're going to come... They're going to take down the Wisp. Undying needs to run.
Well, they do have the Disruptor coming in from the side, so... Actually, it looks like they might be able to pick... Yeah, they did manage to pick off the Lifestealer.
It's going to drop...
They'll be able to...
I don't know.
Static Storm wasn't necessary.
Such a low cooldown, though. 80 seconds, might as well use it. They just need to run. They're just overstaying. They're welcome. Buyback by the Lifestealer. He's back in the engagement. I don't know that they can take him down again. It looks like Disruptor's going for a Bloodstone. Undying's going to go down here. He needs to run. Why is he still here? No TP on the Disruptor either. He could just TP... Well, he couldn't TP out of this with the Luna coming in. Good kinetic field, but he's going to get caught. Both of these heroes are faster than him. And that's going to be a dead Disruptor.
Deny the double damage rule.
He did!
Oh, yes.
And AM is still farming. He's got a Yasha up.
Yeah, that is the one thing that the Dire has kind of not really realized is they haven't seen this AM. They haven't even really looking for this AM, and that's potentially a problem.
Still 30 seconds left on the Shadow Shaman's ultimate cooldown. And I just think that was a bad engagement by the Radiant.
So let's look at progression. There's a Blade of Alacrity now in the CK. Probably going Yasha.
Probably going for that Manta style.
The Ags is finished in that Shadow Shaman. Oh, and Dire is going for Roche.
This is a smart play. They have very...
Dominator has completed on the Luna. It's just sitting in the stash right now, though.
Mm-hmm. BKB, Helm of the Dominator.
And Wisp... Okay. The Voidstone was actually for a Perseverance. Looks like a very greedy Bloodstone build.
It's a weird item choice.
Well, I mean, you know, Wisp Tether, if you have lots of regen, that does really increase that Tether's usefulness, but getting that much farm on a Wisp is rare.
Radiant's top.
I think
Greedy.
would be the right way to put it. Greedy?
Do we have a
Yes.
mech up yet? No mech. Going for Bloodstone. Little greedy.
Why not? The the Radiant does have both mech and pipe, so that is a significant advantage for them in team fights right now. And they do need that advantage because currently they are still doing that 4v5.
Animate's getting...
farming in the jungle. Doing a good job now, though.
Animate's very close to his Manta style. About 600 away from that ultimate orb. And the Dire want to push. Helm of the Dominator's probably flying out for the... Yep. We have Mjolnir finished, and Helm of the Dominator's coming out for the Luna.
Those are both big items, so... Let's see the gold and difference. The gold difference, actually, it is that AM farming the jungle that is currently... Oh, what's TP? They're going top on this. Oh, what is this Shadow Shaman doing? Poor guy.
Out of position. He's going to get out, though. Couldn't get in for the tether stun.
Actually, yeah, that was...
And the wave's going to push. It actually was ballsy, but it's kind of working.
Intelligent. He moved all the way to the side, so he couldn't get surrounded for that tether stun. Really, really nice play there. So yeah, Luna did have to TP out, so that means currently this Invis CK mid, it might actually be a fight coming out here.
I think they could actually take this fight.
And
Lifestealer's running away.
they're not.
They could engage on this gyrocopter pretty easily.
Well, how much more time? Very little time left.
Yeah,
on that
they
engage
need
round,
to back off now.
The Yasha is finished at CK though.
Ultimate orb's up by
Ultimate orb
Anti-Mage.
up.
He's
Yep.
250 away from finishing his Manta style.
And speaking of greedy supports, this Disruptor only a Voidstone away from that Bloodstone, so maybe that's what got the Wisp thinking about it. Maybe the Wisp is not so much greedy as jealous.
Yeah, I have to say there's Yeah, I love Disruptor. He's one of my favorite heroes to play.
Have fun trying
Almost no need for a Bloodstone on him.
pictures now.
None of his spells that have that low of a cooldown. Kinetic Field, Thunderstrike, they both have a 16 to 20 second cooldown. They're not extremely spammable.
Tower's in bad shape.
He might be thinking he wants to be that super support, so the mech and the Bloodstone heal. He's just gonna throw spells down and then try and die.
Guys, keep fighting. I'm just going to sacrifice myself.
Banged up.
Interesting. I wonder if that would be a valid strategy for techies with Bloodstone. Who needs mech, right?
It seems like the worst idea in the world. I'm going to buy an item that gives me more... Oh, Animage takes down Wisp. I missed that engagement. Mid lane.
Well, Dire's positioning right now is just very odd.
Very spread out. The Shadow Shaman's going to go down here.
Yeah, but the rest of his team is right behind, you know, and so it's... I think it's going to actually turn out for the best.
Bottom tower's seen better days.
Brings down the
There's
Gyrocopter.
Gyro.
Animage is fighting the
Probably be
Rubik.
next, yeah.
He does have that ultimate. Chooses to pop it.
And I think Lifestealer's next. There's nothing to infest, so...
He might be going down here.
Yeah, I think
And he is. He does have the Aegis. They should be able to take him.
And there's a DD room.
DD on the Anti-Mage.
Yeah, and picks it up.
Lot of damage. He's going to go down.
Yeah.
Anti-Mage rebounding nicely. Has 900 gold in the bank with his mad style finished.
Look at net worth. It is Luna pretty significantly ahead here by 5k. Picked up Boots of Travels. Okay, so she's, I think, going to go serious in the split push mode.
That's exactly what she needs to be doing here.
Radiant's bottom
And yeah, I mean, she's going to take this bottom tower. for
No
free
one's
while they're trying to
stopping her.
push that mid.
The Wisp is TPing in
Oh,
alone.
Shadow Shaman is... Oh, he doesn't...
He doesn't have much. He's going to die here.
Well, he's actually... I think he's TPing in to bring the Luna out.
Yeah.
Yeah? Actually, it'd be well played. Because now she shows up mid.
Great glimpse, though.
Oh, did they glimpse the Wisp back down bot? Oh, rough.
Took out the Rubik mid.
Oh, well.
This is actually a pretty hard disruptor to bring down. He has 19 armor with almost 2k HP. But Lifestealer just ripping through Undying. Glimpse back, not very far. And they need to attack that rocket. It's going to kill him. And Undying's going to go down here. Oh no! Druggle Frank shows up and just gets that last hit on the rocket. And
CK though, toggling that
CK's going to go down. Great armor toggle so far. Oh, he's going to go down here though. There's not much he can do. Shadow Shaman comes in with a quick hex. I think this is actually going to be the death of both of them here with that homing missile coming in. Disruptor's going to get away. Wisp is TPing in.
Should be, yeah, it is off cooldown, and there it goes.
And Anti-Mage jumps in alone and gets absolutely obliterated. He got blown up.
There is a point that Anti-Mage can 5v1, but it is not now.
I've been told there is a long pause in this game, and I think this might be it.
Right. Well, should we just try and speed the game up?
Yeah, I'm going to
And then
fast
just
forward.
resync?
I'll give me a few seconds. I'll let you know when it starts again. Yep. Deshi is telling me this is the long pause, so fast forwarding. I'm just going ×8. I don't want to skip ahead too much. Okay, I'm at 54 minutes. 55 minutes. This is a long pause. I'm glad I knew about this. We'd be sitting here waiting. It's been an interesting match so far. I think there have been some misplays from both sides. I think the Anti-Mage is just playing extremely aggressive right now. He doesn't have any of those HP items to let him play aggressive.
Well, he had a rough start. really
did.
was doing a good job recovering in that mid game, but yeah, he did start joining a losing fight, and that's not what you want to be doing as an AM. Split pushing bot, you know, putting pressure other places because they're going to take that tower mid. Right? There's nothing you can do. You're 2 players down already. Put
They
some
can take
pressure,
their
try
3
and
now.
Get something else out. Yeah, but you can always come back for the tier 3.
Remember, they're missing the tier 3 bot. Okay, I think we're... No, 5 more minutes. Okay. I am at 105.
And that's the end of the pause?
Yeah. 105.40.
105.40. So when I get 5, I'll slow it down. Lots of nice all chat banter.
All friendly banter. Just waiting for Uno to find 105.40 here.
I'm at 105 now.
Remember, guys, Gabe Newell, he's going to watch this later. So, Gabe, I need you to add a search function for the time for things like this.
Alright. I'm paused at 105.41, so...
Alright, I'm going to go... Oh, hold on. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, and go. 43, 44, 45, 46. We synced up?
Yep.
Okay, Disruptor glimpses back the Luna about 4 feet.
Radiant's mid towers get
Or 4 inches, I should say. And this Bloodstone's not going to do much against the Lifestealer, who's just going to tear through him.
Yeah, the Tombstone down again in a very bad position. It's very accessible to the enemy team. So.
And Tombstone, this is one of the reasons that Undying falls off. Tombstone, Lifestealer and Luna just rip through it.
Now what I do like is the item choice from this Undying. He's going straight into the Necrobook after that pipe. And the Necrobook will give him that kind of late game presence.
They knew they needed
Pushing
this
power.
push. This is going to be tier 3. This is going to be a Rax here.
Radiant's mid towers getting banged up. Radiant
They do have their ultimate. The Static Storm can be coming down here. I think they're just waiting for that AM. Oh, they did get the BKB pop, so that's actually a pretty big deal here.
Great ward trap.
Very good.
Pops out Eclipse, but no one's really there. Shadow Shaman takes the brunt of it, but she's still going to get away.
Uh-oh, Rubik stole wards.
And this is where they just need to run. And AM picks off the Rubik. Oh, aggressive blink forward. This is a bad idea. He just needs to get away. He's gonna die here.
Yep. Just have that support. I mean, the rest of his team was around, just not there.
Dyer's top tower.
Lifestealer and Infested Creep. Really suspect play, I would say, best from the
And again,
Anti-Mage.
the Wisp TP being just used to go bot and meet up with... Yeah, I don't know. The Wisp TP use has been very mediocre
Very
in this game
odd.
so far.
Well, racks were defended.
Indeed they were.
Also
The
fed
gold
Luna lots of
advantage.
kills. Luna has 7.6k. Please buy something.
It's true. The gold advantage, though, is 0.
Wow. Is it
Yeah.
0 or has the graph just not updated yet?
It's,
It's updating now. It's going into the Dyer's favor.
yeah, just barely.
But net worth, let me pull that one up.
Now, the problem here is that the
Net
second
worth is
highest
off.
Net worth is the Disruptor.
Yes.
And as much as you like the Disruptor hero,
Don't forget that Luna still has 8.2k in the bank, so her net worth's actually higher than it looks.
I think net worth actually takes into account the gold.
Does it?
Pretty sure it does.
Okay.
So what do you think here? Satanic for the Luna? Is that what she's going for here?
Yeah. Satanic and Butterfly.
The Butterfly, actually, yeah, you're absolutely right. The one thing they do have against the Butterfly is that Hex in the Shadow Shot. It does get rid of the evasion, but You know, I don't know if they can burst her down, even when she has the evasion up. So, and Roche is just recently. It looks like Dire is well aware of this. They've
For
been timing
Salamene.
it, so. Yep, they are straight in as soon as it's spawned.
We even have 4K up on the Lifestealer. They really need to buy their items already. Oh, Luna bought
So
something.
yeah,
Go on that
I'm
butterfly.
thinking it's looking like a basher.
Full
I'm
butterfly
thinking of
purchase.
the-
Full butterfly
Oh,
purchase by the
Doobs
Luna.
Ha! Why not?
She almost has enough for that Satanic.
Around no more thanks to the dire.
And the Radiant just need to run. And this Tombstone is going to melt. Luna just hitting for ridiculous amounts now. Hitting for 312 base attack,
Ouch.
to say the least.
Gyro does have that BKB gun, so they have, you know, 2 BKBs and Rage right now against this Radiant lineup.
And unless we see a
yeah,
stellar
they're gonna walk
defense, this is going to be GG.
in. Yep.
They're going to take out
Well,
the Lifestealer right away, but unfortunately, they picked the guy with the Aegis. They should have been aiming for that Luna. Anti-Mage, he's not going to do anything. He's going to go down right away, and this is GG.
I'm afraid it is.
Radiant's mid-rags is out of the picture.
Now and I must have a frank discussion.
And, you know, there are mistakes all around, but I really do think it boils down to that Anti-Mage pick. He has done nothing the entire game. And
I'm not even sure if it's so much the pick as it is the laning. Laning early
Fair.
on was actually really good for him, right? It was a solo Luna, they had the dual lane against it, and then they rotated out 4 kills, don't get me wrong. You know, the Shadow Shaman going bot to get those kills was good, but then they just left AM top, and they really needed to continue to give him that space to farm up.
also, AM played aggressively, or way too aggressively for what he should have been doing.
Yeah. Well, so it's the series is tied 1-1. It looks like there's a game 3 that they have yet to play.
Game 3 is
so-
happening tonight, 11:30 CST. I don't know if I will be awake for it, but we will see. It was a fun game to watch. You know, I think, like I said, there were mistakes on both sides, but letting that Luna get free farm and then let the Lifestealer get free farm, it stacked against them. And this is one of those times where you can see kills don't mean anything because the Radiant did have more kills. It was 35-29. Dire still won.
Yeah, that Luna. Ugh.
That
Luna.
Luna. 14-1-5. What are you gonna do? All right, with that, I'm going to close off the stream. I just want to thank everybody for watching, say it was a great game played, and I'm looking forward to game number 3. Uno, you got anything to follow up with?
No, have fun.